Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to episode 10 of the All Advancement series. Today, I have a big update. I messed up. So, the advancement page is very weird and hard to follow, so there are some nodes that don't appear as advancements in the chat. For example, the main first node of each category. With that being said, I spent over an hour recalculating the total number of advancements and how many I've actually completed, and here's the update. There's actually only 121 advancements in this version, and we've completed 110 of them, rather than the 105 that we had down last episode. And these ones include Minecraft, The End, without a question mark for some reason, Adventure, Husbandry, and I just straight up forgot to mark one down, which was Who's Cutting Onions. And now that we're all caught up, the main goal today is to breed every breedable mob, which also requires me to get another sniffer egg, but this actually helps me with two of the sniffer digging advancements, which we also need to complete, as well as slaying the final 4 mobs needed for the Monsters Hunted challenge. So if all goes well this episode, we may have just about 5 advancements left for the rest of the series. Now that this is all over with, let's get straight into the episode. Alright guys, so here is the chest of the items that I need to breed each of the mobs. However, there is a lot of stuff that I'm missing. So the things that I'm missing include tropical fish, cactus, sweet berries, crimson fungi, bamboo, torchflower, fungi, and seagrass. So here's what I'm going to do. First thing I need to do is to find another sniffer because that's going to take an hour to hatch and like another hour to grow up. So I want to get that done first. Then I'm going to try to find all the things that I need to breed, and then I'll find all the mobs afterwards. So once those 3 steps are done, we should have this advancement done, but it might take quite a while. Alright, we have found another underwater ruins, the sand type in the warm biome. So we are just looking for a sniffer egg. Hopefully we can get it in the first few tries and not spend an hour doing this. Ooh, okay. So, I do need 2 buckets of tropical fish. So that's perfect. That's how I'm going to breed the axolotls when I find the second one. Ooh, okay, there we go. That only took about 5 minutes, which is awesome. So we've got the second sniffer egg. Alright, let's go head back to the base and place that down. You know what? While we're at it, we might as well grab some bamboo, because we're going to have to breed some pandas later on as well. Alright, here we go with the second sniffer. This guy's going to have a friend in just about an hour, so we'll see you when you hatch. So the next goal that I have to do is go into the nether and find both the crimson and the warped fungus in order to breed the hoglins and the striders. Obviously not together. So let's go ahead into the nether and see if we can find it. It looks like these guys are kind of protecting it. I don't really want to kill them because I might need to breed them, but those are the 2 crimson fungi that I need. So I'm just going to go down and grab them both, and hopefully that's all it needs. Okay, we're good. Alright, now all we need is the warped fungus. Here we are in the warped biome with the 2 warped fungus. And that's kind of all we need from the nether, apart from the actual breeding, but I'm going to get that done after I pick up all the items, so let's go head back to the base. The next goal is to find seagrass, which I'm pretty sure is extremely easy to find. All that I need are a pair of shears, and then seagrass, which spawns on the bottom of the ocean pretty frequently, so let's go ahead and get that. Alright, that was extremely easy. Now there's only 2 more things that I can obtain right now. The first one is going to be sweet berries, and I think I have a taiga right over there. And then after that I have to find a cactus, so hopefully that only takes a couple minutes. So that was a lie. Just wait and see how long it takes me to find a cactus. Seriously, it was painful. So I was flying around and I just found this azalea tree. So if you just mine straight down from it, it will put you in a lush cave. And all we need is 1 axolotl, and then we can breed them. So we're going to go ahead and find that. Alright, here we are. So all we need to find are these clay patches, which occasionally have water patches near them with axolotls in them. So let's go ahead and just find it real quick. Ooh, okay, here we go. We have got our second axolotl. I apologize if that's not how you say it. There's an L at the end, so I don't know if I'm supposed to say it or not, but we've got the axolot, or whatever it's called. Let's go back to the base. We have finally found some sweet berries. This is way more than enough. All I need left are cacti, and then we should be able to get everything except for the sniffers, which I will get probably last. So let's go look for some cacti. Okay, so we have got both of them on the leads. I think all we've got to do is that, and okay, that is actually one of the harder ones to get done, so I'm really glad we got that done. Ooh, okay, so these are llamas, and we need to breed two of them together using hay bales. These are one of the rarer mobs as well, so hopefully we can just get this really quick and then head back and look for some cactus. Alright, awesome. Okay, so on my quest to get some cactus, I actually stumbled into two pandas, and this is one of the hardest ones. I know I keep saying that, but like, bear in mind a lot of the other— what the heck? A lot of the other mobs are like chickens, cows, pigs, sheep, like it's super easy, so I'm really glad we're getting these hard ones done first. Still on the quest for two cacti, whatever, but we're gonna go ahead and get the armadillos bred, and that's another one. Alright. You know what? I feel like the cactus is probably going to be the last thing I end up doing. And there's another one. Alright, there we go. Okay, another breed done. Place your bets to see whether I'm going to get every single breed done besides the sniffer before I find a cactus, because oh my goodness, this is crazy. Alright, here we go. There's another one. Now, I'm willing to bet that I will probably get 23 of the 25 total breeds before I get cactus. So put your bets in the comments below. Okay, oh, if this would ever work, there we go. We have got the ocelots bred as well. That is awesome. Oh my goodness, we have finally found a desert. You guys don't even want to know how long it took me. This was so much longer than I thought it would be. Holy crap. Oh, you thought the pain was over? Just wait until I realize that I need two camels, and they each only spawn once per desert village. And spoiler alert, there's no other village. Here we go. Rabbit is complete. Awesome. Alright, so I've spent over an hour looking for a desert, and then I spent about 20 minutes flying through this desert looking for any other village that has a camel. And I have not found a single village. So this guy might be the only camel in this entire desert, I mean. Which, what are you looking at me like that for? Which might cause some problems for us, because we're gonna need to find two camels next to each other to breed them with cacti. So I'm gonna keep looking, I guess. Here we go. We've got the donkeys here. And there is one other donkey here that I have to go bring over really far towards the horse so that we can breed for a mule. So let's go get that started. Alright, here we go. A donkey and a horse. And there is a little baby mule. Hey, buddy. We've got the goats here. Let's get this done. And we only have a couple left, actually. If I go through, I think we only have about 4 left. Okay, 6 left. That's not too bad. Okay, so I've decided to go for the remaining easy ones rather than the camel, which is probably going to be the hardest one to find. So all we've got to do is place these two axolots and give them both a bucket of— oh, geez. Okay, did not fail. We're good, we're good. And perfect, there we go. Alright, I'm getting attacked by these guys, but there we go. That should do it. Okay, cool, I'm leaving. Let's go ahead. Hey, this is the same guy that we did It Feels Like Home with. That's so awesome. Alright. One big happy family. Okay, so after doing the entire catalog, I actually didn't end up breeding any cats. So I guess now is the time. And I think there's only 2 left that I have to breed. So yeah, there we go. And I believe the 2 that I need are a sniffer and a camel. And then we're completely done 2 by 2. What did I just see? What? No way. Did a ship spawn in an iceberg? What is this, the Titanic? Dude, what is going on here? Is this another ship in an iceberg? Jeez. Okay. There's one. Man, this guy walking on water. Alright, I have brought this camel over 1,000 blocks through the desert. I am currently 10,000 blocks away from my house because I've spent 2 hours looking for a desert that has multiple camels. We have finally done it. Oh my goodness. We have one final breed left to do. We are 24 out of 25, and the last one is the sniffer back at my house. So let's go ahead back there. Okay, so good news and bad news. This guy has hatched, and the bad news is this sniffer is trying to run away. So please come back, sir. What the heck is happening? Oh my! No! No way. There is no way that just happened. I am speechless right now. 2 hours just wasted. Oh my goodness. So I have decided to double layer the fences. I'm very sorry for those similar to me with OCD who just absolutely hate the mashup of the colors here, but hopefully this guy will not escape. And once again, we need to go and get another sniffer egg. Hooray. Alright, finally. It has been probably another 20 minutes, which isn't too bad. And we have finally got the third sniffer egg. Hopefully it is the last one we need on this world ever, because I don't want to look for more of those ocean ruins. Let's go head back to the base and see what's next. Let's go ahead and place this one down, and now we've got to wait quite a long time. Hopefully nothing else goes wrong. Alright, there we go. We have both of these sniffers now at the young size. Once they both become adult size, I think it takes about 40 minutes. Then we can breed them and they will start digging for torch flowers and sniffer seeds. So we're going to go for that in a little bit. Alright guys, it has been a few weeks since I have played on this world, but I just looked back at the recording and the last thing that we were doing was these sniffers, so that we can get the 25th breed done, but this is going to take a little while, and we're in the spawn chunk, so this should just continue to grow while I'm not in the area. So I figured I'd work on the next advancement, so I'm going to have to kill a couple more mobs to get this monsters hunted advancement, and I think I know what the other 4 are. I have like 6 on my list that I'm not sure if I've killed, but a few of them revolve around doing a raid. So I'm going to try to find the mobs that I know that I haven't killed, and then I'm going to do a raid, and hopefully we can knock two birds out with one stone. So let's try to get that done. So after watching the other recording back, I realized how much I absolutely hated this fence, so I fixed it. So you're welcome, guys. Whoa. Okay, so I just got back to the house, and we actually got torch flower seeds from the grown-up sniffer, so that's awesome. Now I gotta research what to do with these things. So Google says to just plant them on farmland, like I guess like that, and I did not know that that was an advancement, or maybe I did, I don't know. Hopefully we can bone meal this. Even better. Okay, sweet. So we now have a torch flower. I don't think I can get a seed again, so we're gonna have to have them get another seed, and then we're pretty much done. I think we just need a sniffer seed too, or something like that, so... Alright, so you may be asking yourself, Ray, why did you just barricade your nether portal? So there's a mob in the game that a lot of people don't actually know exist. It's called a Zoglin. So if you can bring a Hoglin from a Crimson Forest through the nether portal into the overworld, after 30 seconds it will transfer into a Zoglin, and that is actually one of the mobs that you need to slay for the Monsters Hunted challenge. So I'm going to go ahead and try to do that. So let's go. Alright, here we go. Okay, I think we finally got it. I don't know if they're afraid of nether portals or something, but... Alright, we've got this guy. He's shaking a little bit. He'll be fine. In about 10 seconds or so, I think he'll change into a Zoglin, and there we go. Finally, that is done. So, we are one step closer, only 3 mobs away. Let's go. So the next mob that I need to slay is an Endermite, and I believe it has a 10% chance of spawning or something like that for each Ender Pearl thrown. I have 2 Ender Pearls, and if this doesn't work, I have to go to the end. So let's just really hope that I get an Endermite. Oh my, you're kidding me. You're actually joking. Let's go. That saved me so much time. Oh my goodness. Alright, and that should be one step closer. We only need 2 more mobs, and I'm 99% sure that one of them is a Ravager. I don't know what the last one is, but I'm going to check my list. Okay, so we are 2 monsters away, and I have actually gone out and killed a Piglin Brute and a Cave Spider, which I thought I hadn't killed before, but apparently I have. So the only 2 things that are unmarked on my list are a Ravager and a Vex. So if all is correct, I can just do a raid, and I will get both the raid advancement as well as monsters hunted. So all I've got to do is drink an ominous bottle right here, and I should get the effect. As long as I go into a village, it will start a raid, which should be pretty easy with my gear, so I guess let's go ahead and do that. We have found a village. All that I have to do is drink this ominous bottle. It will start a raid. I should be about 5 or 6 waves of mobs. Pretty much things that you're going to see in a woodland mansion. So as soon as we do that, hopefully we'll get 2 more advancements and we'll be 2 steps closer to finishing this series. So let's get it going. Ooh, okay, here we go. So, this is a Ravager. It takes quite a lot of hits to take down. I don't know why it's not attacking me. There we go. But this is one of the last 2 mobs that we need for the Monsters Hunted advancement, so we should only need 1 more now. Yes, okay, we only need 1 more. Hopefully it is a Vex, which should spawn in this next wave with the Evoker, so let's see how this goes. Okay, so, unfortunately, the Evoker did not spawn. So, I think I'm gonna go drink another ominous bottle and come back here for another raid. So, alright. How did you get down here? Yes! Okay, here we go. Please, spawn some Vexes. Spawn some Vexes. Yes! Please. These things are so annoying, but... Please. What? What do you mean, no? What? Ooh. Okay, so I placed these hoppers down, and I guess they actually worked. I got a Torchflower Seed. So that's really good. All we need for the entire thing with the sniffers, I think, is just for this guy to grow up, which should take another maybe 10 minutes or so. Okay, so for all of you that have played Minecraft for a long time, you probably know about the statistics menu. I just realized that I can check this, and I have killed every single thing on here. However, there is one mob in the game that just released with this update, and that is the creaking. And as you can see in the C category, there is no creaking on this list. So I know what I have to do. I have to go find the new Pale Gardens biome at nighttime and kill a creaking. Here we go. Alright, we have found a rather large Pale Gardens biome, and I think it's about 4 minutes until nighttime. So I'm just going to hang out here. Hopefully the creaking spawns and we can get this advancement done finally. Ooh, okay, so if you see on the right in pink, number 1918 now, it says there is a creaking nearby, which is perfect. So we need to find the creaking. Apparently we need to keep eye contact with it, and hitting it does nothing. So we have to find where its core is, and take it out like that, I've read. Okay, here we go. This is the mob. It does not... I cannot attack it, but it follows me when I'm not looking. So... that is actually terrifying. I think I just have to take out the resin clump. Oh my goodness, this thing's creepy. Okay, there we go. Alright, finally we have gotten that achievement done. Let's go. I've never done that before. Alright, here we go. Finally, we have both of the sniffers at the mature age. Hopefully, I can just feed them both a torch flower. No? Uh-oh. I've done something wrong. I have made a grave mistake. You do not need a torch flower. You need torch flower seeds. So I have wasted both of these. So now I need both of them to look for more torch flower seeds, and then I can breed them. However, I think I messed up again, because there is an advancement called Little Sniffs that requires you to feed torch flower seeds to a snifflet, which is a small version of a sniffer. And if it doesn't work from me giving it to a large one, then I'm gonna have to get a fourth sniffer. Here we go. Alright, so I read online that using moss actually speeds up sniffers by quite a bit. Both their hatching and their sniffing, I guess. So we now got a bunch of moss around. Hopefully that means that they'll sniff faster. I don't know. Oh my goodness. Okay, I literally just finished extending this thing to be massive so that they could sniff in different places, because apparently they can't sniff the same place twice. And as I finished it, they got the second torch flower seed. So hopefully all I have to do is that, and we should get It Takes, not It Takes Two, 2x2, that's a video game. 2x2, which is another massive advancement, and oh my goodness, I had no idea that that dropped a sniffer egg. I am so happy now. I did not realize that. And now we just, all we need is for them to get one more torch flower seed and to give it to this guy, and we're only like 3 advancements away from finishing the series. Okay, perfect. We have got the torch flower seeds. Now we've got about 2 minutes until this thing hatches, and that should wrap up the episode. Sweet. There we go. All we have to do now is hand him that, and there we go. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching. That is going to be the end of the episode, and amazing news, we only have 6 advancements left for the entire series. I know what all 6 of them are. I think I can get 4 of them next episode, and then leave the final episode, which is going to be episode 12, for How Did We Get Here, where I need every single potion effect at the same time. Please stay tuned for these 2 last episodes, because they're going to be a blast. Thank you guys so much for watching all the way through these 10 episodes so far. I've had a blast making this series. I'm a little sad that it's coming to a close, but I'm so excited to finally be nearing the end. Thank you guys once again for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.